you're heading down 95 this evening, be prepared for traffic. It's the grand opening of the Link.
In 2003, the Philadelphia Eagles left 31 years of tradition at Veterans Stadium behind and began a new era in a new home. Welcome to the land of Lincoln. In a Monday night debut of their new stadium, the team from the city known for its fighting spirit called on a sacred South Philly icon for inspiration.
Sylvester Stallone, Rocky.
You know, when you think Philadelphia, you have to think Rocky. What an appropriate time to bring out Stallone.
Little did the defending NFC East champs realize how appropriate it was, for the start to their season would be as rocky as any in recent memory. Despite their opening night fervor, the Birds would be knocked cold in their inaugural game at Lincoln Financial Field by the defending Super Bowl champion Buccaneers. The Eagles would stagger to a 2-3 start and appeared an unlikely contender to go the distance. But they would rise to their feet through the resolve of the players, steadfast coaching, and a miracle play that saved the season.
Brian Westbrook, he's going, he's gone, touchdown!
From there, they left adversity behind, rattling off a franchise record 9-game win streak that defied conventional football wisdom. Defensively, they had trouble stopping the run, but were among the NFL's stingiest when it came to points allowed.
They've got him! They've got him! What a goal line stand, ladies and gentlemen!
On offense, they didn't field a 1,000-yard receiver or rusher, but spread the ball to many waiting hands.
He's looping it for Pinkston, who catches it!
Might be you, might be you, might be you, might be you.
And ran it successfully by committee.
Touchdown by the Wizard of Westbrook! Staley off the left side, ran low to the ground. He's in. Touchdown. He leaps. Touchdown. Corral Buckholder.
One thing they did consistently was win.
It's intercepted. And running across the 5 and in for the touchdown is M.D. Cologne.
Some called them lucky.
No good again. John Casey was one of his worst afternoons.
But in the NFL, luck comes to those who persevere. And no team fought through more adversity in 2003 than the men in green, or was as deserving of fate's good fortune.
4th and 26, and it is caught by Freddie Mitchell.
The Eagles christened their new nest with a 3rd straight NFC East title and served notice to all. Their address may have changed, but their fighting spirit remains the same. There was cause for alarm following the Eagles' opening night loss to Tampa Bay. Another slip-up at home the following week, and Andy Reid's team would have little margin for error in the race for the playoffs. Against the eventual Super Bowl champion Patriots, Donovan McNabb suffered through the worst game of his career.
McNabb back, he looks, he fires, and he throws it right into the arms of Teddy Bruschi, who walks in for a touchdown. Mike, I cannot remember Donovan having a game even approaching this for futility.
At 0-2, the Eagles' future was clouded by doubt. Caught in the eye of the storm was their quarterback. Donovan McNabb had played poorly, and some were in a rush to judgment.
What was said was said. You guys make the decision if you feel it was racist. You know, I'm a football player, and that was my dream. My dream was to play football, play in the NFL, and I'm going to continue to fulfill my dream.
McNabb's leadership was a constant throughout 2003. Though a bruised thumb contributed to subpar stats during the first half of the season, he never lost faith in himself, nor the team in him.
We didn't roll ourselves out the bottom, man. Now we feel like we play like this, man. Let's do it, man. We way better than this. But we get a good play, we bring ourselves back. We good, man. We good. If you believe it, I already believe it. If you believe it, then let's go.
In the second half of the season, McNabb was among the highest-rated quarterbacks in the league and re-established himself as one of the NFL's premier players.
The demise of Donovan McNabb was grossly exaggerated.
Even his dancing improved.
Boy, he's got a dance in that end zone that Dance Fever would be proud of.
Never was McNabb's value to his team more evident than in a soggy Monday nighter at Green Bay, when he rallied the Eagles with 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
McNabb rolling, pumping, he's going to run, he crashes, and he is over, I believe. He is. Touchdown, Eagles. 38 seconds, 37 seconds. He's looking, he is floating it for the end zone. Caught for a touchdown, Todd Pinkston. What a job by Donovan McNabb and company.
McNabb had reason to be happy in 2003 as Philly discovered another playmaker for its backfield.
Westbrook takes the handoff. He breaks it. He's at the 50, 45-40. He's going to go. Brian Westbrook in for his first NFL touchdown. 62
When Brian Westbrook sealed the Eagles' first win of the season, the Eagles could no longer be viewed as the league's pigeons. At home against the Redskins in Week 4, they evolved into birds of prey, in accordance with Darwin's theory. Defensive tackle number 97, Darwin Walker, that is.
Darwin Walker just gets on his horse.
Walker's survival of the fittest hustle set up the Eagles' only defensive touchdown of the season.
Darwin Walker makes this play happen. He's so quick off the jump. He gets to Ramsey. He hits Ramsey. The ball ends up in Kalu's hand. Indy Kalu gets a touchdown out of it.
In the fourth quarter, a familiar name iced the Eagles' first ever win at the Lake.
Brian Westbrook.
All Eagles have wings on their helmets, but in 2003, one had wings on his feet.
The Villanova Star at the 15, at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown! Brian Westbrook. Brian Westbrook. He is some football player.
Westbrook. I need to get that Westbrook. He's been shining so far. Hey, watch the outside runs with 36 in the game.
Even when he didn't get the ball, Brian Westbrook was always on the mind of his opponents.
Woo, woo. Boy, you ever cut that fast again?
Nicknamed Seabiscuit, Westbrook led the team in rushing and total touchdowns, but was more quarter horse than workhorse.
If you get Westbrook in space, he embarrasses the defender. There are shoes all over the field of defensive players.
Oh, he broke ankles.
In 2003, Westbrook was a terror between the tackles.
Touchdown, Brian Westbrook.
And a thrill ride to the outside.
Tries to turn the corner. He's at the 5. He dives. He's in for the touchdown. Westbrook dangerous every time he has his hands on the football.
He was also oh-so special on special teams.
Breathtaking. Brian Westbrook. Absolutely breathtaking.
It was as a returner that he would deliver the play of the year. Late in the fourth quarter at the Giants, the Eagles appeared on the verge of going 2-4. But this is the Meadowlands, stadium of miracles for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Over the years, I have seen far too many strange things happen in this stadium to try to even think what can happen in these final 1 minute, 34 seconds. He gets it away. It's a wobble. Bounces across the 20. Westbrook takes it. Looks for running room. Up to the 25, the 30, to the 35, 40, 45 midfield, 45, 40, 35, 30. Brian Westbrook! He's going! He's gone! Touchdown! Brian Westbrook! 84 yards! I don't believe it! Brian Westbrook has has just exploded. This place is in a state of shock. Westbrook is absolutely a terrific football player.
After missing 8 games with a fractured foot, safety Brian Dawkins returned to the lineup. At 6-3, the Eagles were on a roll, and confidence levels were rising.
If we go out and play the way we know we can play and find and perform as a team, we can blow this team out.
Against New York, the game reached its dramatic turning point when the Giants' offense was denied after 3 consecutive attempts from the Eagles' 1-yard line.
Giants have a 4th and goal from the 1. If the Eagles stop them right here, the Giants will never get back in this game. Everyone in play. Tiki Barber back in. It is 4th and goal. He pitches out to Barber, trying to sweep. They've got him! They've got him! They stop him back at the 4. Carlos Evans and Brian Dawkins. What a goal line stand, ladies and gentlemen.
The Eagles stopped them 4 times. You can't get much better than this.
You love it. You love it. That's what I'm talking about.
The real giant killer was running back Brian Westbrook, who scored 5 touchdowns in 2 games versus Big Blue.
Westbrook remains in. McNabb back. He's looking. He dumps it off to Westbrook. He's at the 5. He's in for the touchdown. Brian Westbrook. His 3rd touchdown of the game.
The following week against the Saints, Westbrook was at it again.
McNabb to Westbrook. Westbrook running across the 10, across the 5. He's into the end zone.
Look at this guy.
Touchdown. That's his 9th touchdown of the season.
And he just goes through arm tackles. You cannot bring this guy down by tackling with your arms.
While the running of Westbrook put the Saints on their heels, it was a bruising fullback who put the game away.
John Ritchie with his 2nd touchdown of the season.
And Donovan just enjoying the moment. You know, this is fun football.
It's a heavyweight fight. It's all about body blows. One shot at a time. One play at a time. We got to finish this game one fight at a time.
Facing their toughest opponent in Carolina, the Eagles were first to the punch, landing staggering body shots and punishing haymakers.
Now that's a football hit.
He's hit. He fumbles the football.
Big play, Nate Wayne coming in from the backside of the lone, getting that football out of there, and Darwin Walker's right there to fall on it.
A 4th quarter scoring strike gave Philly its 7th consecutive victory.
McNabb rolling, firing. He completes it. He's got Thrash at the 3, pushing forward, and he is in for the touchdown.
Although the Eagles changed their residence, some traditions will always remain the same.
They want to be the champs. We are the champs. They got chips on their shoulders right now. They feel like, oh, we beat the Eagles. Oh, we the new team in the NFC East. But guess what? They coming in the link, baby, and we going to slap them right in their whatever mouth. I ain't going to say that. You know what I'm saying? I know you like the Lord. I come keep that name clean. Keep it clean.
Out to avenge a Week 6 loss to the Cowboys, Donovan McNabb called on his backfield magician to give the Eagles an early lead.
Back goes McNabb. He swings it out to Westbrook. Westbrook cuts inside. He's got the 1st down. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Touchdown! Brian Westbrook! The Wizards did it again.
On defense, the Birds were everywhere, preying on the overmatched Cowboys. In the second half, the Eagles registered 3 sacks and 2 interceptions and held the Cowboys scoreless.
Shotgun formation. Ball snap behind Quincy Carter. Chase in the end zone. That will be a safety.
Way to dominate out there, baby. Making plays. I like that. I love that.
L.J. Smith's first NFL touchdown had the Birds smelling blood, as a determined coaching staff encouraged the offense to go for the jugular.
You make too many good plays now to let this slip away. A little resolve as we go back in now. We go back in here, want to run the football, let's get after that.
This could be the put-it-away touchdown. The handoff again goes to Buckholder. He breaks free. 45-40, 35-30. Terrell Buckholder for a touchdown! A 64-yard run, and the Cowboys are done.
Hey,
Great job. That is all about you, right? That's you. That's your personality. That's you as a football team. What a mark, man. I'm proud of you. He's not starting next week.
With an 11-1 record on Monday nights, the Eagles entered Pro Player Stadium almost perfect in prime time under Andy Reid. So playing well wasn't a surprise. Scoring on the game's third play from scrimmage, however, was.
21 yards right up the gut of the Dolphins defense.
Even more surprising, the game's only touchdown pass came compliments of Freddie Mitchell.
Back goes McNabb. He goes with a quick hitch to Freddie Mitchell, who wants to throw. He is going deep for Westbrook, who leaps. Touchdown! It was a lateral throw to Freddie Mitchell, who went to Brian Westbrook, who made a tremendous catch.
By winning 9 straight, the Eagles tied a franchise record matched only by Philadelphia's last title team in 1960. The following week against the 49ers, the Eagles' fortunes would finally turn.
The kick is good and the game is over. And so the Eagles' winning streak has ended at 9.
A winning streak wasn't the only thing that was lost. After Carlos Emmons broke his fibula against the 49ers, running back Brian Westbrook suffered a torn tricep in the season finale against Washington.
Oh, no.
But even injuries could not prevent Philadelphia from recording its 12th victory, as the Eagles closed out 2003 with their 3rd consecutive division title.
McNabb, the buck holder, he's at the 5, and he is in for a touchdown.
We done been to this point before. This ain't the end. This is the beginning. We need to finish what we started in training camp.
For the 2nd consecutive year, the Eagles entered the playoffs as the NFC's #1 seed.
Let's go out here and leave it on the line. Don't leave this game with no regrets, man.
Standing in Andy Reid's way was a Hall of Fame-bound legend he had helped mentor. Many were calling Brett Favre's Packers a team of destiny.
Back goes Favre on play action. He is going deep down the center, and it is caught by Robert Ferguson.
In the first half, that's exactly how they looked.
The Packers have a 2-touchdown lead.
You remember when Rocky fought Mr. T the first time, how Mr. T whipped his ass? They getting that ass whooped.
Don't give up!
Don't give up!
But just before halftime, the Packers eschewed an easy field goal and tried to break the Eagles' will on 4th down from the 1-yard line.
He turns, gets it to Ahman Green, who is not in. They stopped them again. They have stopped them with a great goal line stand. The kind of play by the defense that could change this game dramatically. And the crowd has come back to life.
In the second half, the Eagles came to life as Donovan McNabb set a new playoff record for rushing yards by a quarterback with 107.
Eagles trailing by a touchdown.
Number 5 rallied his team in the 4th quarter.
And still rolling. He's looking, fires, and it is complete for a touchdown. Just inside the pylon of Todd Pinkston.
Donovan McNabb, you just can't say enough about Donovan and his performance.
McNabb's performance would also include one of the most memorable moments in Philadelphia sports history. A play known simply as
4th and 26. 1:12 remaining. McNabb is back. He's looking. He is firing. And it is caught by Freddie Mitchell. He does have a first down. Freddie Mitchell made the biggest play of this game so far.
You talk about the biggest catch of Freddie Mitchell's professional life.
Freddie Mitchell's catch led to a tying field goal that sent the game to overtime.
We are tied at 17.
In the extra period, Favre delivered a gift from on high.
He is firing deep. Brian Dawkins interception. B-Dawk just made a huge play. And David Akers, who kicked the field goal to send it into overtime, kicks the field goal. Kick is up. Kick is good. And that's going to be it to sink the team of destiny, the Green Bay Packers. They are one win away from their first appearance in the Super Bowl in 23 years.
Hey, no idea how you do it. But I know this, your heart's as big as my waist. You guys are the best. You're the best.
They've been trying to figure us out all year, man. The numbers ain't pretty. They cannot measure what's inside us, man. Let's get this thing next week.
The next week, well, everyone in the Delaware Valley knows what happened the next week.
McNabb is tripped up and down he goes across the 30. He is shaken up. Donovan must really be hurting.
With McNabb knocked out of the game, the Philly faithful were forced to endure the unthinkable once again.
For the third year in a row, the Eagles reaching the conference championship game and going no further. It hurts.
No one felt the pain of the loss more than the players who had given their sweat to the season. Lost in the gloom of defeat was the miracle that this team had achieved. Written off after an 0-2 start, the 2003 Eagles overcame a plague of injuries and the barbs of critics to win a division title and a playoff game. They had given all they had to give. As links to the past vanish, a new future is already being built. The vet may be gone, but the fighting spirit that is Eagles football has been successfully transplanted to their new home. Now, it is up to the players to stay positive, work hard, and return next year with fire in their hearts.